Colours were even at the end of the first day of the LV County Championship clash between Leicestershire and Gloucestershire at Grace Road, as both sides are looking to avoid winning the wooden spoon this season. Alex Gidman won the toss and decided to bat first, and Benny Howell should have been out very early on. He managed to get away with a shout for LBW and a run-out chance off the same ball. He may, after that, have thought that his luck was in, and he and Ed Cowan were able to establish an opening partnership of 31. But then both openers were out in quick succession. Cowan on 19 was beaten all ends up by Nathan Buck, while Howell, with 7 runners to his name, having been dropped at slip off a regulation edge, was bowled in the same over after mysteriously leaving the ball alone. Alex Gidman and Dan Housego started to improve the situation as the morning developed. Both of these sides have spent time at the bottom of the LV County Championship table, and they will have been determined not to finish there after so much hard work over the last 5 months. Well, it was Leicestershire who were looking the better bet to avoid finishing bottom after Shiv Thakur first hurried one through to trap Gidman in front for 11. Before in his next over he got one through Housego's immaculate looking forward defensive stroke. That left Gloucestershire on 71 for 4 half an hour or so before lunch, but Hamish Marshall and the in-form Ian Cobain were able to restore parity either side of the break with an enterprising partnership of 96 in only 17 overs. By some distance, this pair have been Gloucestershire's most consistent batsmen this year. Indeed, Cobain, having left the opener spot behind, has had his best summer as a professional cricketer. The total read 167 by the time that Marshall, on 47, edged a drive off Buck behind. Cobain also fell just before completing his half-century. His 48 had occupied only 59 balls, but he then offered Thakur a simple catch off Claude Henderson's bowling. It had certainly been an entertaining afternoon, with Gloucestershire scoring in excess of 4 runs per over, but things did start to calm down as Will Gidman and Jonathan Batty had to rebuild. They added 50 runs, but in 23 overs against the spinners. Shortly before tea, Jigger Nate got a ball to straighten to trap Gidman in front for 26. And after the break he removed Batty in the same way for 23 at 228 for 8. Indeed, the innings was finished off rather quickly by the spinners. Henderson now delivered a peach to catch the edge of James Fuller's bat. And next ball, Liam Norwell edged to Greg Smith. In 66 overs, Gloucestershire have been dismissed for 234. But they soon fought back with the ball themselves. In the third over of the Leicestershire reply, Will Gidman won an LBW decision against Michael Thornley, who departed for a duck. Smith and Ned Eckersley were able to put bat to ball to ensure that their side didn't have another one of their indifferent starts with the bat, which has cost them so many times this year. They took the wooden spoon last season and would certainly not want to repeat that in what has been a better year for them. However, with the total on 50, they did lose their second wicket, Eckersley on 25 being bowled by Norwell, something he's been able to do a lot of in the last week. The reason for that is that the 20-year-old bowls quickly and very straight, and if you do that and get it just slightly wrong, you can be punished, something Smith was trying to do before the close as he added a further 30 runs with Matt Boyce. The wicket of Boyce shortly before stumps, leg before to Will Gidman, made sure that this day ended with neither side grabbing the initiative. Smith is still there on 47, he scored exactly half the runs on the board. With Josh Cobb by his side, he'll resume with his team on 94 for 3, meaning that they trail by 140 runs going into the second day.